This is day 2 of our overnight trip to LeConte. In this video, we hiked back down Rainbow Falls Trail down to the trailhead. We needed to go all the way to Grotto Falls Trailhead, so it was going to be about a 9-mile day. Unfortunately, because we were so more concerned with our safety, I didn't get a lot of footage of the wind and the storm parts because, number one, I wanted to have my hands free and concentrate on getting down the mountain, and number two, I wanted to keep my phone and my camera in my pocket. So here's day 2. I hope you enjoy it. I know I did. Waking up Thursday morning, Mount LeConte Lodge. It's windy, 40-50 mile per hour gusts. It's crazy. We're up at 6,000, almost 6,600 feet. Such a cool place. I think we climbed 3,400 feet from the parking lot to get to the lodge, and it definitely felt like it. But super cool place. Great dinner. We're getting ready to go have some breakfast in the hall in a minute when they ring the bell. So definitely an awesome place. Headed back down the mountain. It was fun, so we're headed towards Rainbow Falls Trail, leaving LeConte. It's about 9-ish miles, 9 or so, back down to the trailhead. So luckily it's over 3,000 foot back down, so shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Alright, we just came up to, that's the Bullhead Trail, which originally we were going to take down. But because of all the fire damage, it is closed. It could be closed for, they say, maybe a couple of years. So, we will be going Rainbow Falls Trail down this way. And this is the way we're going. And I probably failed to mention earlier in the video that it's like in the 30s on the top of the mountain. Winds were gusting over 40 miles an hour, 40-50 miles an hour probably. And it was like under 40 degrees. It was freezing coming down until we got down about 1,000 feet. Trees were falling over and uprooting. So it's pretty interesting, but now we're down about 1,000 feet off the ridge, and the winds aren't so bad. We can hear them up above though, but it's beautiful, nice and cool. Getting close to a lot of the burn damage from the fires that were in the Smokies at the end of last year. It was pretty crazy, pretty sad. All started by arson. It's pretty crazy. Definitely looks like Lord of the Rings. Alright, so that was interesting. So we were up on that. I didn't get to do much footage of the burn damage when we were up on that ridge because the wind started gusting at like, it had to have been easily 50 miles an hour. We had to get down on the ground basically and hold on to trees. Pretty crazy. So the couple that was walking in front of us, who we met at the lodge, her hat blew off and it about went down the mountain. Then he went to go get it. It was crazy. Like, that was one of the scarier moments I think that I've had in a long time. It was interesting. So now we're on the other side of the ridge, still descending, so it's not as bad. Actually, it's real nice right here. We're getting close to, I think, the actual falls, Rainbow Falls. So all right, so unfortunately I didn't get real good footage of all that burn area, but might have been some action for the video. So Rainbow Falls. Pretty cool. Alright, there's a little more fire damage, or actually a lot of fire damage. But since we're about 2,000 feet lower than last time, maybe we won't be blowing off the mountain this time. So you can see all the damage to the trail. We'll edit that out. It's video. Crazy. We got to be getting close to the Rainbow Falls trailhead parking area. Hopefully, we're gonna take a break. We started at about 6,600 feet, a little bit less than that, and we are down to about 3,300. So we've dropped about over 3,000 feet, maybe around like 3,200-ish. So we got to be getting back down close to the parking area. Still working our way down the mountain. We've been following Baskin's Creek here for a long time. Slowly working our way down. You can see all the blowdown everywhere. Now the rocks are getting slick. It's starting to rain a little bit. But we're getting close to the Rainbow Falls Bullhead trailhead. Take a little break there. Continue on our way. I didn't get to do any filming once we got about 2 miles from the parking lot because the weather was just too bad, and I didn't want to have my camera out, and we were just concentrating on getting back to the car at this point. The storm had come in, the rain was coming, we had thrown our rain gear on, and it was still about 2 more miles to our trailhead. When we got to the car, we actually had a note from a ranger kind of giving us advice on how to get out of the park because roads were blocked by trees and there was just extensive damage everywhere. After a good hour and a half, once we had finally gotten out of the park, we got to the main gate of the road that we went into the park on, and it had been closed, so we opened the gate, drove out. We all just had to take a picture by the sign, so as we were taking a picture, rangers and fire crews were coming in, so we went over and spoke with them, and they were shocked to know that we had hiked down the mountain in that weather. And then they told us how bad the storm was and that it had been going on since the morning. Lindsay did tell the rangers, though, that at least we had pretty much cleared the way for them to get to all the trailheads because we had already spent an hour and a half cleaning trees and clearing the roads so that we could get ourselves out. So, I wish I could have filmed more, but we were kind of concentrating on being safe and getting down the mountain. So unfortunately, the end doesn't have a lot of footage, but it all turned out to be a fantastic trip. Not sure yet what the next adventure is going to be, but I'll figure something out soon. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.